What's up, everybody, and welcome to Not Your Grandfather's Vlog, episode number 28. Now, for as much as I love music, I sure don't talk about it on my channel nearly enough, and I don't even promote my own band as good as I should, but all that aside, I just got done seeing the R.H.C.P tonight. It is April 25th on a Monday, and I had some thoughts about it. I figure I would give my reactions to their show tonight. Now, this is the 2017 tour for their album, The Getaway, so it's the Getaway tour. And they still have guitarist Josh Klinghoffer instead of John Frusciante, the one that I personally wanted to see on stage, but he departed. He has as many reasons why he's not in the band anymore, and I feel like drug addiction's probably one of them, but that's not what he has officially said. But so you got Josh Klinghoffer on guitar, and just right out of the gate I'll say that Josh Klinghoffer is no John Frusciante. He tries to be in many ways. He has a similar kind of like gangly crackhead look. His playing is very loose. To the point that I would say sloppy. He's a very sloppy guitar player. He does this freestyle thing on the solos for these because you know a lot of these Red Hot Chili Peppers songs have very memorable guitar solos, and even in the past you could argue that when the Red Hot Chili Peppers would play a song live, even John Frusciante himself, the original writer of the guitar solos, would just dick off into outer space, and he himself would not actually play his solos correctly. But Josh just goes way off the rails. I mean, these are iconic songs. Your ear is expecting to hear certain notes being played for these guitar solos. That was not done at all tonight. You know, the song Soul to Squeeze, great solo there. Scar Tissue, probably the best example, the song Scar Tissue. Everybody knows Scar Tissue that I wish you saw. And anyway, everybody knows that song. That has some really integral slide guitar, like guitar solos in it, and they just were not played tonight. So that was a disappointment. And I'm going to be harping a lot on Josh, the new guy, which, believe it or not, Josh Klinghoffer has been the guitar player for the Red Hot Chili Peppers since 2009. It's almost been a decade that they've had a new guitar player in the band. I can't believe that. Like, I can't believe how rapidly I'm aging. I thought he just joined the band like a few years ago. Well, I guess 2009 was a few years ago. But another thing I wanted to mention about him is when John Frusciante, the original guitar player, well, I shouldn't say original guitar player. I should say the guitar player that was in the band during the time that I liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which would be the 90s to the mid-2000s. All the stuff I like that the Chili Peppers put out was when John Frusciante was in the band. John Frusciante started studying up on doing backup vocals and how adding harmonies in the background could add to the song's structure. And his backup vocals were really important to a lot of the Red Hot Chili Peppers songs. You can think of anyone off the top of your head, especially the ones in the late 90s and early 2000s, his falsetto, high-pitched backup vocals were all, you know, front and center for the most part. Big parts of the song. Those were missing tonight. Now, I don't know if Josh is a bad singer, and so that's why they turned him down in the mix, but he would walk over to the mic and attempt to sing the backup vocal, but you could not hear anything. You could not hear, I mean, you could barely hear it. You didn't know if it was the crowd doing the backup vocal or if it was actually him. So, classic guitar solos not there, classic backup vocals not there. All of John Frusciante's major contributions were not there. So you move on to Flea and Chad Smith, the bass player and the drummer respectively. The rhythm section of the band, top notch, just fucking top flight. Flea is a legend. fantastic bass player, great personality. He had these patchwork pants that he came on stage with. I believe he was wearing these same pants in either the Higher Ground video or the... no, I believe it was the Higher Ground video, so I think it was almost the same pants. He was crazy. He for the encore, he came back onto the stage and he did a handstand and he walked on his hands all the way across the stage to the other side, and he just, personality out the ass. Like, I love Flea. Chad Smith, one of the most solid drummers in rock and roll. He's so solid that he even sessions out for groups like the Dixie Chicks, and I mean, you know, he does a lot of studio work for other people too. So I mean, he's just a very fucking solid, hard-hitting drummer. Anthony Kiedis, you know, whenever you're dealing with like rock rap, which I know the Red Hot Chili Peppers isn't really rock rap, but I mean, they kind of are in a way. I've never been a huge fan of him. His vocals were always kind of okay, you know, they're not so bad. If I get to listen to this awesome music, I can deal with your vocals and your funky, weird-ass lyrics that never make any sense, which that in and of itself is not a bad thing, but his voice is just a little on the plain side, and tonight I don't know what was going on. He seemed to be a bit lacking in the energy department. I don't know if because I didn't see them back when they were in their 20s and 30s. Maybe they're a little older now, you know, probably reaching their 50s, if not already in their 50s. But Anthony Kiedis seemed a little tired tonight, seemed a little low energy. His vocal delivery was fine, but when you sing like that, I mean, it's kind of hard to fuck it up, or rap like that, however you want to call it. They played a greatest hits show tonight. They played all the songs that you would expect. Californication, Give It Away, Soul to Squeeze, Scar Tissue, Tell Me Baby, By the Way. Any song, any hit song of theirs in the last 10, 15 years they pretty much played. Didn't get into hardly any deep cuts, which sucked because that's kind of what I like about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like a lot of their deep cuts off of Blood Sugar Sex Magik and Californication, and there was a slew of stuff off Stadium Arcadium that got no love. I mean, that's a double album. They played maybe 2 songs off the whole album. So, you know, a lot of bands are doing these greatest hit shows now because that's, you know, quite frankly, the only way they're going to bring people out, because people don't really go out to shows as much as they used to, as I've talked many times in the past about. If you want to put asses in the seats nowadays, you can't be coming out with your deep cuts and your B-sides. You got to be playing the shit that they're spinning on the radio 24/7 ad nauseum. So that's what they did. And when I saw Elton John a few years ago, that's what he did. He played the greatest hits, no deep cuts whatsoever, just surface level stuff, the stuff that got him popular. So I was a little bit of a letdown, but hey, I got to see, you know, and hear all these songs in person. Got to see them perform it. That was great. Fantastic. So just some things that kind of had nothing to do with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Their opening band, Babymetal, was fucking nuts. Now, I had forgotten who Babymetal was, and then when I saw them tonight, I was reminded. They actually played on either David Letterman or Conan O'Brien or something like that. There's these 3 little Asian chicks, and they have this like these backing musicians who are painted in this like kabuki style like white face paint and these white robes, and they play some like heavy ass metal, and these 3 Asian girls, Chinese I think I heard them say ni hao, which is Chinese for thank you. They just they sing like, I don't know, some shit you hear on an anime show or an anime game or something. It's like these really high-pitched, like Japanese girl, Chinese girl vocals, and this like really heavy metal. It's crazy. And they have these little dance routines and like, and it's just so corny, but it works. It's like really entertaining. I highly recommend you check them out, Babymetal. I almost found them a bit more entertaining than the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I hate to say. I know that's sacrilege. The lead singer, Anthony Kiedis, being just his sleepy performance tonight just kind of I don't know, kind of, what can I say? Babymetal was a little more entertaining. Just some shit in general that I hate about going to concerts. Now, for the first time in my life, I had ponied up the money to buy a floor seat. So if you're in an auditorium, you're not actually having to sit in the upper rows, you're actually on the floor that's level with the stage. And at Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Jacksonville, unfortunately, they have chairs, folding chairs, bolted down to the floor, and they have them set as close as they can possibly be, one right next to the other, which is just a miserable experience. And when everybody stood up, you know, when the Red Hot Chili Peppers came out, everybody stands up. I am like shoulder to shoulder with all these bastards, and it just is so awkward and uncomfortable. And then not only that, but of course, like, what's this, the stereotypical thing that happens at a concert or a movie? The one tall motherfucker, the one 6'5" guy, has to stand right in front of me. His seating chart is right in front of me, and it's not open standing room so I can just move to some other place. No, I have to be locked in there. So I'm having to dodge this dude's fucking stupid head all night. You can tell I'm pissed about it. I want to just slap his fucking head out of the way. Get your head out of the way. I can't fucking see. That was really annoying. Another thing that drives me fucking crazy about these concerts, these big concerts, what happens as soon as the main act comes out? Everybody does this right here. They pull out their cell phones and they start filming. Now, what is the sense in that? Can you please tell me, what is the sense in you taking a beautiful real-life concert happening right before your eyes, legendary band, and you can just absorb it and be in the moment and just be totally stoked? Why in the hell would you take out a shitty cell phone with a shitty camcorder on it? And okay, the camcorder, the video may not be that bad, but the audio, for fuck's sake, the audio on cell phones is fucking god awful. It is not acceptable for any listening back in the future. And that's another thing. Are you really gonna take all this video that you recorded and you're gonna watch it the next day or put it up on your TV or show it to somebody else? No! It's gonna stay in your phone forever and you're never gonna look at it again. Because why? It's shaky, it's shitty, the autofocus on the camera's trying to focus on all the bright lights so all the people on stage are washed out or blurry. It's not a professional camera, so it's not tuned to like handle all the situations that you would need it to handle if you were filming a band on stage. That's why when bands release DVDs, they have these guys with these big-ass cameras mounted on their shoulder, because that's the only way it really looks good. Those people drive me nuts, and that's unfortunately a lot of people nowadays. Now, if you're just snapping a few pictures, I totally understand that, but I had people next to me like this the whole time. Just the whole time they're stupid. Get your fucking hand out of my face. I want to watch the fucking concert like what you should be doing too. I mean, every song they were videotaping it. It was like, you're not gonna watch that later. Fucking enjoy the moment. Be in the fucking moment. These weren't even millennials. I'm talking, these are old timers doing this shit. So that was really annoying. And somebody kept ripping the most violent farts I have ever smelled. Oh my god, like, think of the worst, like, hangover Taco Bell farts that you've ever had. Sorry, stupid fucking battery died on me, but yeah, think of the worst Taco Bell fart. Dude, these farts were awful. Whoever was laying down these farts, they must have had cancer everywhere in them, because that smelled like a dead corpse that was coming out of them. It was so bad that even the guy next to me who was videotaping the whole time, he actually had to take a brief pause to put his shirt over his nose, which I thought was comical. I was like, yeah, fuck you, man. You shouldn't be filming this shit anyway on your stupid phone. Oh yeah, by the way, I did rep my Unsolved Mysteries shirt at the concert. Everyone else was wearing band shirts and shit like that, and you know, just as a rule of thumb, it's kind of lame I mean, unless you have like a really cool like shirt of the band from like years ago, it's kind of lame to wear the band that you're seeing that night. It's kind of lame to wear their shirt to the show. I've always thought it was anyway. So yeah, that was my experience at the show. That was how I felt about the concert. Now, granted, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are not my favorite band in the world. I do like them a lot. I liked them enough to drop the money on floor seats to go see them. The floor seat thing was almost kind of an experiment because I'd never bought floor seats before. And after doing so, I will say they're overrated. Floor seats are overrated. You're spending a lot of money to be crammed in like sardines right next to people to be close to the band, but you are going to be so packed in around other people. And since the floor is level and it's not like, you know, staggered upwards like the mezzanine and all that are, you could potentially not see the band the whole night because of someone's big stupid fucking head in your way. So that's definitely something to consider before you get floor seats. That's all I really have to say, and that's my vlog for this week. I hope you go and check out my video that I just put out over Stimulation Station where I compare Mega Man games on the mobile phone. And before I go, I bought 2 concert tees, which I'll show you right now. This is one of them that I got. Pretty hipstery kind of theme to it, and it's got the all the tour dates on the back there. I don't know, I like it. I don't have a lot of white shirts, especially a lot of white band shirts, so I took the opportunity to get that. This next one's a black shirt that I got from there. I actually got this thinking it was going to be another shirt because it had this design, and then underneath it had the their legendary, like, not the plus symbol, but, you know, almost like the Red Cross symbol, but more, whatever, you know what I'm fucking talking about. I thought it was going to be that shirt, but she ended up giving me this shirt, and I didn't know until I got home. But this is still a cool shirt, kind of got some, like, samurai look to it, so yeah, those are 40 bucks each. That's another thing about going to concerts, it's bullshit. The merch there is way overpriced. If you want to get their t-shirt for the sole fact to say, hey, I got a concert souvenir, cool, do it for that reason. But if you just want a shirt of that band in general and you don't care that it came from the concert, order one online. You'll save like 40, no, you won't save 40 bucks. You'll save like 20 bucks because band t-shirts should be about 20 bucks. In my opinion, if it's a big band. If it's a smaller band, it should be less money than that. So anyway, that's my vlog for this week. I'm going to shut the fuck up now and let you go about the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good night or good day. Why am I still talking? I don't fucking know. I think I'm still talking because YouTube's got that new thing now where if you keep running it in your mouth and let the video keep playing, they'll throw up the channel, subscribe to the channel, and they'll show you some recommended videos. If you like this video, you'll probably like my other videos because I don't put a lot of effort into these vlogs, so my other videos I do put more effort into. So you'll see something around here somewhere that you can click on that you'll probably like a lot better than this. Good night, everybody.